Regulators! Mount up!
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make.
So I get asked a lot, how do I clean out my grills? My pellet smokers and the Weber kettles that I have. This is the Pitboss vertical here, and then this is the RECTEC, and I've already taken all the grates out of there. Here you can see I've already replaced the foil on the drip pan last cook, so I'll let it go for a couple more. But I used the grill grates and I'm going to clean them up. I've already took the regular grates out. I've got them cleaned up. I'm going to show you how I do this. Okay, so I picked up this old solvent tank. I've got all the internal pieces, the motor and stuff. You can see it kind of sitting up there. But I take that out, and I took a shelf that was sitting in here out. And then I just fill it full of water and Dawn dish soap. Put that down in there. Like I said, I've already done the other grates, so I thought, oh, I should video this. So what I do is I just get a good picture of what these grill grates look like. I get them in there soaking. So down in there like that. Get this one in there like so. Now what I usually do is I use a SOS pad that has a scrubber on one side and a sponge. That's my cleaning. I usually get those at the dollar store. And then I got this cleaning brush here that I scrub out with. You know, I usually have some towels and stuff. But I let them soak for a little bit, and then I scrub them down. And then as you can see here, here's my grates. I wish I had taken pictures of them before, but you can see they get very clean. And I rinse them off here. Show you what I rinse them off with. I got this really cool nozzle. Found it online. It's a high pressure nozzle, and it's got a little ball valve on it. Show you what it does. And what I do is I just come around, and after I've washed them, I just set them somewhere and I rinse them off. And then I just let them air dry. But I really like this spray nozzle. It has a lot of pressure behind it. Well, let's see how those grates are done. So the last two cooks I've done on this was a 16-hour brisket, and then I did a 12-hour pork butt. And as you can see, I got some ash down in there. I also did a couple of steaks where I seared them, so I had to get it up to high temp. It was up to 600 degrees with the infrared. That's what the grates were at. Anyhow, so I've got some ash in here, and I'm going to vacuum it up. What I did is I bought a little shop vac. Now, the important thing about this is you've got to use the filter. Otherwise, you're just going to be blowing ash in the air. So the filter traps it and gets it down into the bucket of the shop vac. So I'm not going to, talk while I'm vacuuming, but we'll get set up and I'm just going to vacuum it out real quick. Okay, so you can see what it looks like now. I normally only do this maybe every 4 or 5 cooks, but since I did those 2 long cooks and then a real hot cook, I decided since I got the grates out and everything else, I might as well get it cleaned up. Now I'm going to vacuum out the Pitboss too while I have it all set up here. Okay, so here I have the grates back in on the RECTEC. I like to use the little water pans. That's a weird reflection. Let's see if I come in this way. So I got 2 stainless steel water pans on each end that for the longer cooks I generally fill up with water and have that in there. The other thing that I have a liner in the drip pan to catch that, and usually the probes, I'll just set them back in there. Let's zoom out. So I got the 2 probes. Just let them hang in there. Get everything closed up, and we will put the cover. Sorry about that. Put the cover back on it. We'll put the cover back on it, and she'll be all ready to sit until our next cook. Of course, I've got it unplugged, and I just take the cord and I just hang it over the top there of Stanley. That's what I needed. Okay, for the door on the Pitboss, we'll open it up. See, I got it all vacuumed out. Gotta get the racks back in there. But for the door, what I do here is I have a bucket with soap and hot water, and I have a sponge. Drop that down in there. And then I have my spritzing bottle. This is just water that I rinse with. So let's see if we can get this here. It's hanging up on something. Okay, so what I do here, in my bucket with hot water, and I just get it on there, get some soap, so it's loosening up the grease and grit. Okay, now come back with the SOS part of it and just scrub it down. And you can see it's taking it right off. And then I take my water bottle, put some pressure behind it, and you'll see here how it cleans it off. I'll work on this a little bit, get it all clean, and we'll go from there. See the difference. So here's our Pitboss. I put all the racks back in there. No rhyme or reason of where I put them. I just have them in there for storage right now. I think the last cook I did on here was like 3 racks of ribs. As you can see now, we can see right through that door, no issues. And we will close it up, show you what it looks like that. There we go. So you can see in there just fine. So I'm actually going to just leave it open for a while, let it air dry, and then I'll get the cover put on it. That's how I'm not, too particular on how clean they are because I use them. But every now and then I like to just wipe them down and make them look pretty. Okay, so let's see how these grill grates are coming along in here. So it really just takes some time and some elbow grease. These I'm not too worried about. I just want to get the main burnt stuff off and then get them stored away, because I will be using them again. Actually going to take them and put them on a Weber kettle probably next. As you can see, they're coming all right. Show you when I'm done. Okay, so I have these grates over here drying after I've scrubbed them down. That's good enough for me. They're clean enough that we can use them for the next cook. Don't have any residue left on them. Just wanted to talk about, washed out my 2 coolers too, that I stored the meat in. It was resting. I want to talk about this brush here. See, it's all plastic nylon, so there's no metal slivers when I scrub. And using Dawn dish soap, not only is it great grease, break down the grease really well, but it also is environmentally friendly. So that is why I choose to use those. And the nice thing about this is now that I'm done, all I gotta do is come up in here, pull out the drain plug, and let it drain out right here on the carpet. Sure, the dogs will be over here licking for a little while, but you know, a little bit of grease in their diet ain't gonna kill them. But no, for the most part, you can see it's fairly clean, but grass will absorb it all up, and we'll be ready to put this away and use it next time. Well, that's how I clean my grates and my grills. You know, like I said, I'm not looking for showroom condition. I just like to get them cleaned up and ready for the next cook. Anyhow, hope you enjoyed this video. You can do this too, and grill on. Thanks for watching.